I'm Stan Sattinger, and I was founding president of the Montour Run Watershed Association. And we came into being in the year 2000 with a focus on several areas of watershed issues. Erosion is a big player in Montour Run. Contamination and line drainage in particular. We started off, I think our initial project was a stream bank stabilization. We had stream banks being washed away and were able to get in some limestone, riprap, and I think we lined about 1,600 feet of stream bank in particularly bad areas. Then we went into a watershed assessment project. It started as a volunteer effort where we rounded up a bunch of interested people, went out and walked our streams, tried to discover the most damaging outfalls of line drainage, and then went into a year of monthly sampling based on the results of that volunteer survey, and ended that sampling with a nice collection of data that we could turn over to our contractor for the scientific portion of the assessment study, which was Tim Danahy of Biomost Incorporated. Tim did a nice job of ranking and organizing, quantifying the problems, and sort of giving us a wish list of which outfalls of drainage that we would tackle first. This was the very first project, the one that we're at right now. Boggs Road project was the first of several remediations that we have undertaken, and some of them completed. This one is not the typical acid mine drainage situation. Boggs here is almost neutral pH, in fact somewhat alkaline, but it's got a high loading of iron, and so that was our motivation here, was to tackle this initial project in which the landowner really wanted us to get in here and do something with this terrible looking iron precipitate that was coming down through his property and fouling a major tributary to Montour Run. So Tim designed this series of I think 5 different bays or ponds that's been very successful. It takes out about 3.5 tons of iron compounds that would be entering Montour Run per year. And I think the project has been a total success, and gave us inspiration to move on from there and propose and conduct a number of other remediations. This one was funded about half and half, Growing Greener and Office of Surface Mining Clean Streams Initiative money, totaling about $100,000, closer to $101,000 design and construction costs. So we as a Watershed Association are very happy with the outcome, and I'm sure the property owner is equally pleased. In fact, he has fish in it and he fishes out of it. It's right there in back of his home, very accessible. I'm convinced that he loves having it here. So that's about the story of the Boggs Road project.
My name is John Davidson. I'm a retired mine inspector with the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection. And back in 2000, November, the Montour Run Watershed Association did a stream walk and identified about 40 or 50 mine discharges in the watershed. This discharge was one of them. We prioritized them and I set up a weir to measure the flow and collected samples for about a 1-year period. After the discharge characteristics were determined, Stream Restoration Inc. was contacted, and they constructed this passive treatment system. Essentially removes 100% of the iron, and it's an excess alkaline discharge, so it was no problem to get the iron out, just provided detention time. So it's working very well. The final effluent has fish living in it, and under 1 part per million iron in the discharge. That's how I got involved in a nutshell.
Good morning, my name is Adam Kropf. I reside here at this wonderful, beautiful, picturesque lake here, as I would say. And it's a wonderful place to fish and see wildlife. You can see deer and some evil muskrats running around. It gives you a different feel of what can happen when someone cleans up an area that was once left behind and decimated by mining or any other man-made disaster, really, in an environment. I like coming up here and fishing. One time I came up here with my grandfather and fished for about a few hours. We tried fishing unsuccessfully for him, and then it makes me feel nice that there's people out there that still care about the environment and will do these kinds of things without thank yous or any kind of need for, I don't know, an award, or they just do it because they want to clean it and they love the environment.